Listen, have you played Crackpack Hero yet, also known as Backpack Hero, the free mouse game where you're a mouse with a backpack in a dungeon on the internet that somehow takes over your life? Excellent. Listen, do you want to know how to hit like a truck, how to have virtually limitless HP, and scale faster than the enemies after you've beaten the game and you're still playing and you don't know why, and there's still reasons you haven't done the girlfriend left, but you're bored and you can't stop? Great, well then check it out. Here's what do. This here is the most broken build in the game. Enjoy it before they patch it. Here's how it works. It all hinges off of this one dagger that gets stronger the more crap it kills. You have to be willing to save scum until you get that really early in the game. Ideally, the very first thing before you even start killing mobs. Next, you have to get these particular relics in this particular order. Well, or maybe some other order that I don't know about, but you still gotta get them. The first one you want to get is the shield spirit. Now, what the shield spirit does is whenever you use a shield, if there's an adjacent weapon, that weapon gets used as well. The drawback, though, is that every time you do that during that combat, that weapon is going to do one less damage per use of the shield. To offset that, that's where you get this thing, the Stopwatch. Now, what the Stopwatch does is every time a weapon gets used, all the other weapons get +1 damage. It really doesn't scale as much as the Shield Spirit thing does, as you see in the video, but it does offset that by quite a bit. The next thing you want to actually get is you want to get the Cleansing Flame, so that when you get up against like the boss that has scaling spikes, you start whacking down the spikes so he doesn't destroy you right away. Then lastly, you actually want to get, I get the windmill because it's 1 extra energy. And there are some bosses, like the frog boss, actually it's just the frog boss, where you can't actually kill him in one turn. So you need to have 4 energy in order to kill all his mobs, and then also him, or do some damage to him every turn. Let me explain some of the rest of the crap that I have laying around my inventory. You'll notice that I have 2 red hoodies. What a red hoodie does is that the first time you get damaged in combat, it adds 3 to your total max HP, which is freaking awesome if you get hurt every round. Now, to ensure that I do, I picked up a Curse of Thorns. Don't ask me where I got it. I already forgot where I got it. What the Curse of Thorns does is at the start of the round, it does 3 damage to you. So that always procs both of the red hoodies that I have, giving me 6 HP added to my total HP every fight that I get into. I do also need some curses because I use emerald bracelets. And what those things do is for every curse surrounding them, adjacent to them, they give you 1 energy at the start of the round. But that's just for the first turn of each combat, though. However, that's still enough energy to kill pretty much anything before it has a chance to even think about attacking me. And here's how my attacks work. I have the Assassin's Dagger, which for every kill I have ever gotten gets 1 damage added to it. So this one has like a bajillion 1005 attack damage added to it. But I pretty much never use it directly. Instead, I take a bunch of these Hercule bucklers that their specialty is whenever they're used, if there's any shields next to them, those other shields are also used. I surround them with duct tape that the dagger is connected to so that every time that I use one of the shields, all of them proc, and every single time that one of them procs, the dagger gets used. So I effectively get like 6 dagger hits per each energy that I use. There's just one catch though. Butter. Okay, so it's not butter, but it's actually golden whetstones, and it looks like butter. Anyway, what they actually do is they add 25% damage permanently to whatever weapon you use them on. And they're extremely, ridiculously, annoyingly rare. So how do you get them? Well, you gotta find one of these spin guys, and then once you do find them, you pretty much have to save scum away hours of your life trying to make sure that the butter actually does show up on the spin wheel. And then once it does go, you have to spin for like a long time and hopefully get a couple of them and don't get destroyed by curses. The curses will actually scale with damage over time. So the more curses you've taken, the more damage each additional curse is going to give you, which is why you have to have ever-scaling HP in order to have an infinite run in this game. So when you finally do find a spin vendor with actually like a butter in it, and then you spin it 35 times, if you don't get at least 3 butters per effort of that, just go ahead, nuke your computer, throw it away, burn down your house, run away, move to Mexico, change your identity, forget everything, just restart your life. It's not worth it. It's not worth living your regular life anymore. You lost the butters. It's over, okay? But if you did get the butters, all right, you've got the butters, you can apply them to the dagger and you can keep running. You can keep running forever. In fact, you're unkillable because you have infinite bajillion energy, you got tons of HP, you can't be killed, the game is broken. Why are you even playing it? The game's done. Why are you watching? Stop. There's no point. It's going forever. It will never stop. Don't you get it? It's not going to stop. Look, why am I even talking? You're just watching it and fast forward now. It's just, what do you think you're gonna see? It's like, it's the same couple hundred mobs or whatever. Like, do you think you're gonna find any better weapons, like, or anything? Like, you got one space. You have one space in your inventory where you can possibly pick up anything that's not part of this crazy whack job build. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you playing this mouse game on the internet? In fact, you're not even playing. You're watching someone else play the mouse game on the internet. Stop. Go get a life. Go do something. Maybe get a job. Go to college. Get a degree. Get a job. Go get a wife. Get kids, and all that great stuff. You can be like the 1950s or so. Or I guess you can keep playing. You can keep playing the mouse game. The mouse game's always there. The mouse game won't ever cheat on you. The mouse game doesn't hate you. The mouse game is just there. In fact, it never ends. It's always there. It's always there. You could be watching the mouse game, and then you could go like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I saw that on the YouTube. It's a really good idea. I'm gonna go do that and waste hours of my life making that build on the mouse game again. Yeah, that's, people will ask you, hey, what are you doing, Bear on Stilts? And you'll be like, oh, mouse game, and they'll be like, still, really? It's been like weeks. Have you bathed? And you'll be like, nope, I'm playing the mouse game.